So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. This task a grueling one, hope to find some diamonds tonight, night, diamonds tonight. That's right, we're talking about Golgyth, baby. 70 thrones, Theological Brodex, episode 18. By God! That is right, everybody. I am back again here to talk to you about the Silver Spider, Golgyth, the first dragon we've spoken of, the first absolute dragon. And for those of you wondering about the little song I was singing about in the beginning there, before you little alpha generation kids with your gay little Fortnite and your fucking stupid fucking brain rot. We had Captain Sparkles and we played Minecraft all fucking day. I would be in computer class and I was supposed to be learning how to use a computer, but I would be doing either one of two things. I would either be playing Flash games on Newgrounds.com or I would be playing the stripped down school version of Minecraft. Actually, I might have also been playing cool math games, which pretty much meant I would be playing Bloons Tower Defense too. But speaking of mines and miners, pause. We're going to talk about Golgyth. That is right. She is the first absolute dragon we're discussing. And so I'll go into a little bit of detail on absolute dragons and what they are and their children, the dragons. But let's go through here. Okay, so some of the basics from the book. So her lone parent is Tehul. Actually, first I'll talk about absolute dragons. Because absolute dragons are created directly by the elder creator associated with them, to serve them in some fashion, to be their, oh, that's good water, to be their sort of connection between the spiritual and the flesh. And they have all sorts of roles. They protect the secrets of their divinity. They are the ones who are, if there is a war, because, the gods, they have all sorts of conflicting loyalties. And they've got their court of freedom, their court of order. They've got the whole thing where it's like, well, like Helena, she's loyal to Damar and Morgul, but Damar and Morgul don't exactly get along. I mean, if you've ever seen fire spreading across Earth, then let's just say you know what I'm talking about. But so the absolute dragons, they are the go-to warrior servant, direct loyalty to their elder creator because they've just got one. And so Golgyth, she is the daughter of Tehul, the underworld, death itself. And she is the absolute dragon of mining, of miners, of mines, of miners, also of mining and of mines, and not to mention mines. And she's the divinity of digging, of Chthons. Hey, hello, my friend. The turtle people, the Kvegatel version of kobolds, basically. And she's the divinity of seeking treasures in the underworld and stone quarries, silver prospectors, and all of that wonderful stuff. Her role is to protect silver, which is the blood of Tehul, for you are not to mine silver. You understand that? You leave that to Tehul. That's his blood. That's not for you. I know you want to make your fancy little fucking necklaces and jewelry. Oh, and you think you're so special and important that you can just take someone's blood and just decorate yourself with it? Like you think that's cool? Like you think that's okay? That's not okay, man. And Golgyth is here to tell you why. And so she is very loyal to her parent. And her symbol is an eight-eyed nidhogg, which are the dragons of the underworld. usually made from silver, and this is the only item Chthons will make from silver. All right, that's the only time it's okay, man. So don't try to tell me it's hypocritical because it's not. It's a special and unique situation, and you just really honestly don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. All right, we need to protect our environment, and by that I mean the underworld of a fantasy world that I care a lot more about than the actual environment. And so she, she's actually quite powerful. Her spirit level, she's spirit level 7, just because she has such a massive amount of worshippers. Because Chthons are so populous, they're the most numerous species in the world. Probably because they don't mind silver. So how about that? And her sacrifices, they're given in the form of silver, gems, or other precious metals, which are left in tunnels or given back over to Chthons. And Chthons acquire silver to give back to Tahul. So they literally take it and it goes back into the stone, into the veins of Tahul. It was indeed big and veiny. And she expects prayers of thanks to all who mine, and especially those who mine silver, because unfortunately the world is full of greedy little money grubbing hoarders who just want silver so bad that Golgyth has got to allow some degree of allowance to that. And so great thanks are expected, and you're not to overmind. She's got these cool omens. It's like in the form of strange writing on tunnel walls, and silver holy symbols coming to life, and smacking you in the ass, or just a bunch of silver spiders just crawling down the tunnels. And her followers, most Chthons worship her, but she also has, cults of those who mine silver, Pharaohs, Vigishes, Kalfars, etc. And those Chthons, they were the bones of those that use silver during their religious events. Because I'm telling you, dude, they don't put up with that. They're gonna come and kill you. Okay, if you mine silver, the Chthons are going to kill you. And they're going to wear your bones. I don't know what else to tell you. And they wear these silver and brown, white, just kind of simple clothing, tough for being down in the mines, working hard, because her worshippers are indeed miners, even from the point where they are miners. And I'm using that joke too much. Does Epstein worship Goliath? And her church has this sort of division in it where there's one branch, the traditional Chthon worshippers who don't mind silver, dude. They don't put up with that shit. They don't do that, and they put the silver back. But then there's also her followers who of other species who do mine silver and consider it a great religious observance to adorn themselves in silver. And so there's often epic, cool holy wars between these two different branches of the faith. Think like the Catholics versus the heretics, or in the case of like with Orthodox, the Catholics versus the vile schismatics. You have the Chthons versus those who mine silver. Um, and they're expected to followers are expected to spend time meditating before the altar. And holy text is the call of silver, which I imagine is this. I just imagine, for like the non-Chthon followers, it's going to be this big book. It has all the information about silver and its value and the mysticism of it. With the Chthons, they have the full holy text with the secret truths only given to them. And I imagine it's carved on great, down tunnels for miles. You got to walk for miles to fucking read it, and it's memorized in the oral traditions of the Chthons. So let's go through some of her dogma here. So she accepts the prayers and sacrifices of silver miners, but she taught the Chthons that it is wrong to take silver from the ground, as it hurts her creator Tehul. And so they'll take silver from all who have it and give it back to Tehul in these big rituals. And she teaches survival for the Chthons. Though she is the daughter of death, she sees no glory in an early death. She sees no honor in throwing your life away. But nothing is more important than the tribe. That is the one thing you should be willing to sacrifice your life for, the tribe and your faith. Two things, I guess. Whatever, bro. Whatever. You're correcting me when I said one thing. Meanwhile, you're out there mining silver like a piece of shit, like some crazy fucking conservative fracker who mines silver. So she values the tribe. And, it's all about numbers. Only attack when you have superior numbers, and never be ashamed to retreat because you're gonna be alive, and someday they'll be dead. And so let's go through some of her acts of irreverence, some of the things she sees as sinful. It is a sin to ignore your instincts when you feel something, when the hairs stand up on the back of your neck, when you think, oh my goodness, oh that guy might be a problem. I don't know, I don't have any proof, but I'm getting this vibe that I should kill him. You have to kill him. You have to listen to your instincts. It is a sin to not accept responsibility for your actions. For what you do is what you do, and the results of that's on you. And you need to be able to accept that. Risking your life for foolish things, things other than tribe, silver, or Tehul, this is a sin. You are part of her army. Your prayers bring her power, and you are to survive. Skipping over some of them because I want you to read the book. Uh, it's a sin to eat turtle flesh, sin to show disrespect towards Tehul or the Nidhogg's, and a sin to act aggressively towards a superior force. Because what are you, a fucking idiot? You gonna go fight a superior force like a dumbass? Yeah, that's sinful and also stupid. And those who displease her will have Chthon set upon them in mass. So fucking metal. So fucking heavy metal. Silver's a metal. Hell yeah. As Chthons just show up and with their war picks and their beats, just coming to eat your ass, and eat your ass they will. And not in the way you might like. As they rip you apart for your disrespect. And she lives within the ghost lands, within the land of death, and wanders the underworld. And she is nearly spirit level 8. She is growing in power! In power! So her image, she is like a Nidhogg, this dragon of death. Excuse me. With this coat of pure silver scales, 8 legs with 5 joints each, and 8 black compound eyes, 8 rows of shark-like teeth, 2 long horns that jut from the top of her head, and a forked tongue of pure silver that ends in 2 vicious-looking razors! It's just absolutely metal beyond metal. It's so fucking cool. Her legs, she can move full speed with her belly pressed against the ground, like, allowing her to move quickly through like small spaces and tunnels that seem much too small for her. Her avatar is Chthon named Ankara, and it's like, oh, he lives within the underworld. Where? Where, Underwood? Where in the underworld? No, I'm just kidding. I like that it doesn't specify, because that way you can have oh, this is the tribe where she lives. I have her, the avatar is actually a male. I'm beneath the spire, uh, and she's the self-appointed guardian of Tehul. So she's like, "Don't worry, Daddy, I'll protect you," and he's like, "Okay, that's what you want to do." So she's perfectly loyal to her parent. And she respects Hobbapothus, but she's got a kind of grudge with him because he keeps enslaving Chthons and mining silver. By the way, Hobbapothus, you really need to stop mining silver. That's not cool, dude. That's not okay. Yikes. And she's close with Ambira and Joust, other goddesses of the underworld. And she's fucked around with some of the dragons. And she hates Azidahaka, the dragon of disease. And so should you, because he's disgusting. She also doesn't really like Mother Yurga, and she is afraid of he who has many names, and who wouldn't be. Uh, but yeah, so now that we've kind of gone through the basics here in the book, let's explore. Let's get into this. Let's do some mining. So first of all, what did she get from Tuhul? Because she is the purity of Tuhul. I don't just mean that in the literal sense that she is Tuhul, that she's purely born of Tuhul, but she represents Tuhul's purity, the nature, the sort of raw just aspects of death and of the underworld, completely dedicated to that. She is the explorer of the stone and the protector of that realm, the protector of the living who live within the underworld, and then she deals with the dead. And so she's sort of Tahul, sort of, but concentrated into this more fleshy, more comprehensive entity. And so let's talk a bit about her agenda, because that will help show how she might interact with mortals. So she desires nothing more than the protection of the underworld, to protect the silver, which is the blood of Tuhul, to protect the blood of Tuhul, to protect the natural environment down there, and her people, who are in many ways less like a people and more like an elevated holy animal, the Chthons. Excuse me. And so she is working, growing in power, growing her numbers, so that she will no longer have to tolerate the silver mining, so that she will be able to negotiate from a position of power and strength against those who wish to take from what is Tehul's without giving. And so she can force them to give. That's right, bitch! You aren't going to take from Tehul. And so she's going to, she's also altruistic. She wants her followers to live. She cares for their survival and their well-being, especially the Chthons, whom she loves dearly, like a mother loves her children. And so when she's showing up to her followers, to the non-Chthons, it's going to be less direct. It's going to be writings upon the stone wall, and these omens, calls out from deep in the tunnel, turn back, turn back. But when she does appear to them, she's going to be a bit more cold than she is with the Chthons, and you can just find her. You can go into the Ghostlands and oh shit, run into her. You might not even be one of her followers. She might not eat you. She's not tremendously malignant. She also just might be hungry and like, whoa. But she's not cruel. She has no interest in antagonizing people for no reason. She's not sadistic, but she just, to her non-Chthon followers, she will. What have you taken from my father, and what do you have to offer to him and to me? And she'll watch you and scrutinize you to see if you are somebody whose heart is as pure as silver. But when appearing to her Chthon followers, she will speak to them en masse. And I have, like, a lot of Chthons have just met her. Just normal Chthons. She's appeared to the tribes. Excuse me. She's appeared to the tribes. And, my children, the servants of silver, who grow in mass, the janitors of Tuhul, who have a place of low glory and low honor, but at the same time the highest place, for all that is built in the underworld, for all that exists here within the land of stone and death, exists upon your backs. For if you were to disappear, it would all crumble. It would all end. And so there's this kindness, and she's going to protect them. And, stones are going to fall and crush her enemies, and the enemies of the Chthons. And she's going to guide them to food and to success so that they may survive. And you may find her deep in the mines, whether you or not you're a Chthon, mining, working away, working hard to mine the stone. And if you are faithful to her, if you respect her, you might, deep in that cave, that head with the 8 eyes might appear, and I have been listening to your prayers, as she will tell you what you must do to protect her of who is coming to hurt her, of the vile Azidahakins that she will call great crusades against the Acharai, the vile pigs of filth, and against the angels who take souls down to hell. She will call upon followers, Chthon and human alike, Farum and Vigish, to stand to protect that land which has given them so much, the land of the dead. And that is, she's a more simple divinity, so it's a shorter video. But that's kind of the basis of Golgyth. Let me know if you want to know any more specifics about her. I can tell you in the comments. But pretty simple divinity, and there's nothing wrong with that. I actually like that, having a few divinities that aren't this big, mysterious, cool, crazy thing. It's just no. This is the divinity of miners. She's a big ass fucking dragon. She's super cool. Rules over the Golgyth. I mean, not the Golgyth. She is Golgyth. Dumbass. She rules over the miners and the Nidhogg's, the dragons of the underworld, and she protects all of that. And you may find her, and she may speak to you in her strange sort of resonant silvery tones. And I just want to leave this off by talking to you guys a little bit about something serious. Like, I know you think I'm joking in the video about the stuff that has to do with silver. Really, I'm going to be real, guys. This needs to stop. Okay? And this isn't a left-right issue. I mean, we've seen a lot of silver mining in Trump's America. But go back to fucking what's his name? Bo Jiden. He didn't have any issue with silver mining. I didn't hear one word about putting a stop to that from the fucking great progressive Bo Jiden. Barack Obama. Not one word from silver mining. So it's cool to have a problem with ruining every other part of the environment, but you can't respect wool. You can't respect wool. Okay, that's cool. Let's see what happens when you die. Let's see what happens when you die and you show up onto Wool's on his scale. And let's see how your soul gets weighed. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, George W. Bush, when you bomb a bunch of countries. For what? For what? So you can take their silver? We all know that's what you wanted. We all know that oil shit was a fucking lie, dude. We all know it was a lie. We all know you wanted to mine silver and take them away from the peaceful Chthons who live beneath Iraq and Afghanistan. And I just want to know, what makes you think you have the right to do that? What makes you think you have a right to their silver? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how you can justify this. It literally can't be justified. Stop fucking mining silver. I'm serious. And respect our subterranean brethren. Fuck, dude.